WEMF. Presented by the Sound Museum, Boston.
Show sucks.
Show sucks.
Show sucks.
I can't believe this is our fourth.
This is like Zeppelin 4.
We just keep getting better and better.
Yeah, show sucks.
This is our Zoso.
We have reached Fat Elvis status.
Yeah, thank God.
Yes.
What are we doing on the show today?
We have a lot going on today. Tim Catz is here from White Dynamite.
Nice.
And
He's right there.
He's right here. And then we're actually talking to a special guest. I kind of want to do like a little introduction before getting going. It's kind of weird. I met him online. I was trolling on Nick Carter's page one day. I swear this is true. And we're just kind of going off on this girl, just trolling her. And this dude hits me up. I'm like, oh my God, I think this is Cabbie from the Stern Show. And so just from then, we just been kind of just like going back and forth, just kind of just sharing jokes and whatnot. So I just kind of want to do an intro in terms of just like maybe these names ring a bell to you guys in terms of what he's done and what part of the Stern history he's involved with. So you have people like Crackhead Bob, Cliff Pallet, Daniel Carver, who I think was a genius move. Maybe we'll get into that later. Double A, Elephant Boy, Eric the Midget, Gary the Retard, Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf. Rest in peace.
He's dead, right?
He's
dead.
from around here.
Yeah.
High Pitch Eric, Jeff the Drunk, John the Stutterer. We'll definitely get into him. Kenneth Keith Callenbach, King of All Blacks, Nicole Bass. Let's see who else. Wendy the Retard. Bigfoot. So all these people have a lot in common with this person that we're going to be talking about. In at least two or three of them, this person has had major encounters with, whether fighting them in the ring, and just causing a lot of awesome havoc. So without any ado, I just want to introduce Cabbie, Crazy Cabbie from the Stern Show. Hey, Cabbie, you there?
Yeah. What's going on?
How are you, sir?
I'm all right. How are you?
Pretty good. So yeah, I just wanted to just give a little quick introduction. I just wanted to kind of just get like a slice of just who you are, where you came from, and like where you are now. So I just want maybe we can start even just like where you grew up and just how you got into radio. And I don't think a lot of people even realize that you were into radio even before the Stern Show.
Well, yeah. I mean, basically, I'm gonna take you off I'm in my car, so I'm gonna put you on my phone like this, and I'm gonna turn off my radio because I was getting some weird feedback. Is that better?
Yep, that sounds great.
All right. I mean, me in a nutshell, I don't know where I start. I always wanted to get into radio. I went to broadcasting school. They were teaching me how to read farm reports. I was like, you know what? This isn't what I signed up for. They're like, well, to get into radio, you gotta, you start in a small market. We got job placement. They were teaching me how to talk. I'm like, well, that's not really, the whole radio shtick. I was like, that's not what I didn't think that's how radio worked.
Right.
So I quit. I started driving a taxi. Long story short, I started calling in a morning show in Minneapolis. They liked what I did. They said one day, "What's your name?" I was really angry. I got stiffed for a fare. I was stuck out in the middle of nowhere. I said, "I'm the crazy effing Cabbie," and I literally cursed when I said it because I knew we were on a delay. I kind of knew the shtick of radio. I knew the game. And then I got stuck with that name. That was my radio name. And within, I don't know, I'd call like every morning. I'd call this show. It was Andy Savage in the morning. It was it was a rock station. I'd call up and they'd put me on. They liked what I did. Eventually, they had me come in one morning. And I took their. They had a street guy named Diaper Boy. That was his name, literally. His shtick was he would run around in a diaper and go out on the street and do things.
Radio names are the best.
They are the best. But I got stuck with Crazy Cabbie. But long story short, they said, "Well, why are you so crazy?" I said, "Well, give me Diaper Boy, and let me take him for a ride in my cab." So I took Diaper Boy, and he took this cell phone. And back then, this is early '90s. Cell phones were, they were the size of a brick. Yeah. And I put him in the trunk of my car. It was about 30 degrees, and I took him down the highway at about 120 miles an hour. And yeah, so they said, "Okay, you're crazy," and they liked my shtick, and I just kept. I did it for free while driving a cab for. I don't know, about a year and a half, and I hustled, and I kicked the door in. I got my foot in the door, and then I ran with it, and it became my career I made it to New York.
Yeah, it's amazing, and the first time I heard you was a little bit before the 9/11 stuff, and when I was home during that time, and I listened to it back. I was doing some research, and it's funny when you hear the 9/11 tapes, which I think is one of the best in terms of like what the Howard Stern show came up with. The whole time he mentions your name at least 15 or 20 times. He's like, Cabbie, you there? Cabbie, you there? Cabbie, you there? And it's just funny how like Stern, I think, depended on you for that kind of not only dialogue, but also that kind of like on edge kind of situation. Whereas with the other Whack Pack kind of people, they already had situations where they couldn't really define themselves, and so they were just given situations where you kind of created your own.
Well, I wasn't. I mean, I think that's the confusing thing is people, I think, sometimes associated me as a Whack Packer.
Right.
I wasn't a Whack Pack. I had a full-time radio job. I broadcasted daily in New York City. I had an afternoon gig. I was, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was
with Kane, right?
I was with Kane, and then I broke off with Kane and did my own thing. I did overnights. I did weekends. I worked. I'm a union broadcaster. I have an AFTRA card. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, totally.
like in 10 years, I'm gonna have a pension from AFTRA. So, like, it's funny because I always get put into that crowd.
Right.
I only went on the Howard Stern show. Literally, the first time I went on there was to promote the things that I was doing on the radio with Kane. I knew the tools of radio. I knew that if I could use the biggest show on that station to further the things that I was doing, then I would do it. And every time I went in there, I did what I did, and I literally, this is how I termed my Stern days. I went in there, I hit a home run, I left. I didn't have to call in. I didn't have to. Howard told me one time, and this is a true story. He said, "You can come in, you can call anytime you want. It doesn't matter if you got something to talk about. You want to promote something. You want to talk about something. Come on in. The door is always open."
Right. Yeah. I mean, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. And he was smart like that. Howard used the people that made, and he still does. He used the people, whether it was the Whack Pack or the people on his staff. He used the tools around him to make his show great, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's why he's the king of all media.
Yeah, and then I was going to ask you about like when you were on the Stern show in terms of like your character or whatever, the crazy Cabbie stuff that you were doing. Like it seemed like it was a great platform for you. Like you were just saying to market whatever you were doing, and you knew that at some point when this was over, that people are going to remember you because of this. And I noticed that when you during the Angry Black, the pre-fight when everybody was kind of dressed up, just regular clothes, and you came out with like an Elvis costume, and you were just like all hyped up. I think every situation that you're in, like the crowd that you're shooting for. I think
I think you have to. I mean, I was at, like, that's the thing. I was an entertainer.
Yep.
I mean, I was doing a certain thing at a certain time. And whether it was, I used to promote, whether it was a beer or I read a lot of commercials. I was the trim spa guy. I was when I first got into radio, I wasn't getting paid, so I would do bar gigs. I would do appearances. You had to be smarter than the equipment. And when the equipment was a radio station that wasn't paying me money, I had to figure out other ways to make money. So when I first moved to New York City, I wasn't making union wages yet. I was making a pittance of what I should be, so I figured, hey, I'm going to go to the sales staff and say, you know what? I'm the guy who will do the extra things. I'm the guy who will push your products. I'm the guy who will read the commercial, but if I'm going to read the commercial because I'm good at what I do, I'm going to get paid for it.
That's right. No, that makes total sense. Do you think that being on that show, was there like a camaraderie happening, or was it just like, oh, this Cabbie and then like total animosity towards you, but we're going to have you on the show?
When you say camaraderie, how do you mean?
I think with like all those, you see, like when you look at past footage, you always see, like, I hate the term Whack Packs, but you always see them together. But then when you come on, you're always like a separate entity as a guest.
Because I like I said, I had a job. Yep. So my job was radio. So I went to work, I left. Sure. I went to work, I left. I worked for K-Rock, so I worked for the station.
That's right.
I did station events. You know, whether it was a concert, whether it was DFP, the Dysfunctional Family Picnics, whether it was a Christmas show, I had to do those things. Those were the things that I was involved in on a daily basis. You know, I was a disc jockey, as they call it.
Yep.
You know, nowadays you say DJ, and it's a guy standing in front of 100,000 people playing a computer.
Yeah, right.
No
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
crazy.
that's why I always just call myself. I was a broadcaster for better part of 16 years. I worked in radio. That's so. I wasn't a Stern member. I wasn't a whack packer. I wasn't.
Okay.
I worked at K-Rock. I was a part of the station. I was an employee of CBS Radio.
Yeah, that makes more sense. That's awesome.
Right.
With
the people, it's funny because people still associate me.
Yeah.
Like, I will get recognized because of the Howard Stern thing, because Howard Stern was on TV at that time.
Yep. Yeah.
So, I mean, 99% of radio people can walk out in public and never get recognized because their faces aren't seen.
Right.
They're heard. So if you speak, you might get recognized by your voice, but your face isn't seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
There's one episode that I was watching where you just got out of jail, and it was like 4 hours that you just got out. You went to the Stern show, and it was like crazy, I guess animosity towards you and Artie. And I didn't know if that was like planned, or was that like a serious thing, or was it just something that was just?
It's funny because nothing was ever planned. I mean, the great thing about that show and about anything that I was ever involved in on the radio.
Yep.
There was no planning. I mean, you didn't sit down before you went on and plan it.
Right.
And if the funny thing is I don't even remember that animosity. If it happened, it was real. And then the funny thing is like less than 2 weeks ago, I hung out and was at Artie's house, and we were sitting there, and none of that came up. Your friends in life, you could fight one day, and the next day, a true friend, you're sitting there and you're having a beer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. So and Artie was great. He was getting ready for his podcast. We were talking about a business venture, a project that we're currently might be doing together.
Awesome.
And he looked great. He sounded great. He was very funny. He was very happy, and he's doing well. Artie's great.
Yeah, he's awesome. I had a couple of questions from people that wanted to ask you. Like, what was your most memorable time on the Stern Show?
I mean, memorable is a weird thing. I really appreciated that Howard helped reunite me with my mother, my biological mother, who I'm still very close to, and she actually, after that, I allowed and had her readopt me, so she is now my mother again. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and because I had a real rough and crappy childhood. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Meeting her was pretty cool. The 9/11 thing, I mean, memorable. It was a real tough time for everybody that day, and that was probably one of the most amazing. I got to be a true broadcaster that day.
Yeah, I agree.
That was what I got into radio for and to be. And then, choosing the stupid name Cabbie or Crazy Cabbie, I will never, ever lose that title, and I could never go on Fox News and pontificate about serious news business as Cabbie. Does that make sense?
That'd be great if you did, though.
That would be.
Yeah, it would be great, and I'd probably be pretty damn good at it, but, whatever. I always had fun in there, man, and that was the cool thing about going on that show is I went in there, I stirred the pot, and you loved me, you hated me, but guess what? You talked about me.
Yep, no, I agree. And I had another question from someone who was asking, because everybody was, they were talking about like the situation in terms of how you left the show. There was, like, one person was saying that it was the Ron Jeremy situation, and one person was saying there was a lawsuit with Trim Spa. So I don't know what the actual situation is.
You know what? I got out of prison, and radio had changed a lot. Howard went to satellite, and
it's true.
For some reason, I just couldn't find the right place in radio for me.
Right.
And I wasn't going to work at a place A, satellite's not a union shop, and B, rock radio is basically dead, and music really changed with downloading and bands don't make records anymore. It's sad.
Yep.
A few do and try, and there are a few carrying the torch, but
Sure.
I'm not going to go there right now.
Right.
But
You are welcome to come over to WMF if you like.
Yeah.
well, if the gig is right, I might take it. But I really got bored with radio, and when I get bored with things, I move on to other things. So, when you make it to the Super Bowl and you win a couple rings, and New York radio is the Super Bowl, and I just, I figured, you know what, I'm going to go out with a blast. And I didn't think going on O&A was going to get me fired from Sirius.
Right.
And it did.
Wow.
Even though 6 months later, they hired those guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but, things just were very political and weird. And, I have no animosity towards anybody. And I just got bored. And so I said, F it. If you're going to go out with a bang.
Yeah.
And that's what I did, because I always went out with a bang. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. No, that makes total sense.
Yeah, I'm the bull in the china shop.
Yeah,
and
you are.
I'm not gonna go out with a whimper, and I never have been.
Yeah.
So I figured if you're gonna go out saying F you to the boss.
That's right. So I guess right now, what's going on in your life? What have you been doing? I don't know if you want to promote anything. If you have anything going on you want to talk about.
I'm actually being a disabled veteran. I'm a 100% disabled veteran. I suffer from the Gulf War syndrome. I got mad health issues, but the VA's trying to figure that out. Whatever. I'm mentally unstable, which I've always been, but that's okay. I go to mental health therapy weekly, which tries to keep me,
Yeah, me too.
somewhat. Yeah, everybody should.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I do some consulting. I'm helping a friend. He invented an app. It's called Scout It.
Okay. I did see
And
that.
it's a social media app.
Okay.
Love apps.
And it's in the App Store right now for iOS. And it's pretty cool. It's different. It's video, and I'm doing some things, but it's I bring things to the table that other people can't bring to the table. So
Right.
when this app launched, I got a Rolodex. And so I'm calling my friends.
What is
What's
the
that?
app? I'm just wondering what the app is actually.
It's video sharing in a different way. It's
Okay.
you can ask a question.
Yeah.
And you can get a video response from anywhere in the world.
Wow, wow.
We use the Google Maps and the Apple Maps, and it's high definition video. It's
Cool.
we're on Amazon servers. We got some cool people on it already. We got the guys from the Breakfast Club are on it. They're
Nice.
a pretty big morning show.
Yep.
Charlemagne God. The band POD's on it.
Nice.
Got Cavino and Rich over at Satellite Radio. They're on it.
Awesome.
It's a new app, but it's launched, and we're growing it, and we're going to grow it, and it's going to take over. That's why I'm on the Facebooks now. I'm breaking the Facebooks.
You're succeeding
Thank
greatly.
you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Every other week you're banned, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. People don't like when I do certain things, but don't invite me into your playground if you don't like me kicking sand around.
That's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, you're so inspirational, man. It's awesome.
Yep. And so it's Scouted. So it's SCOUTIT.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
2 words. But listen, if you download it, go and it's a little wonky. You got to turn on your location your location settings.
Okay,
that's
on your
important.
iPhone. Okay.
But we're working on a multi-platform version of it right now, so it'll run across Android and everything. Android's a tougher beast to build, but listen. My friend invented this thing from his head. He's been working on it 3 years, and it's really cool. It's not like anything you've seen. It's not. We're gonna take down the Instagrams and the Facebooks, and I'm gonna be a billionaire.
There you go. Nice. Nice.
If you can take
I'm gonna
down
buy a radio
Facebook,
station. I'm gonna buy a radio station, and I'm gonna start a band. And
nice.
fly around the world and play music.
Get a record label going, too.
I play guitar.
Exactly. See, you smell me?
Yeah.
Now, we got that going on here a little bit, man, but
I know you do. I know. I sniff around your Facebooks. I see what you guys are cooking. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
nice, man. Well, we want to take up all your day, man. It's been awesome talking to you.
Yeah, man.
So if you could give someone some direct links right now real quick, what would you give for people to check out what you're doing?
Give some people some what? Some bacon?
Yeah, give them all bacon.
Oh my God!
Some some like some links. Like where are you looking for people to go right now to check out your stuff?
Right now, just go to Scout It.
Okay, cool.
.me. That's it, man. That'll take you right. That's where everything. That's where everything's cooking. Or Cabbie.nyc, because I own that too.
Oh, nice. There you go.
That's the way to do it, man. Thank you again for calling.
Hey, thank you guys. Good luck with your show. I don't think it sucks, but
thanks.
And hopefully it lives long and it prospers.
Thank you so much.
Man,
Thanks, buddy.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, that was pretty radical.
Cabbie.
We also have another guest in here, and we're going to listen to a little song by some White Dynamite right now. Take a little break from that awesomeness. So here's White Dynamite from White Dynamite on the album White Dynamite.
WEMF Radio Now.
Show sucks.
Show sucks.
Suck it.
That was White Dynamite.
White Dynamite.
One of the best bands in Boston, I must say.
Not racist.
Not at all.
I've spilled more beers listening to that song than probably any other song.
Nice. Well, you get to do it twice a show sometimes.
That's true.
They used to do something about that.
Statistically, that's very factual.
Yes.
That was a concern early on,
What was the
though.
name of this song?
Welcome Tim Catz before he starts talking. Let's say hi to our guest.
Everybody say hi to Tim Catz.
Tim. Show sucks. Hi, Tim.
Hi, how are you?
If you don't know Tim Catz, unfriend me right now.
Daryl wanted to know the name of the song.
It's White Dynamite.
Okay.
It's from the album White Dynamite, from the band White Dynamite.
Oh, okay.
Very clever.
Yeah.
That's what I make sure, man. Thank you, Tim, because it's a very good tactic, because rock fans are generally really dumb.
They are.
You need to be told things over and over again. So you just covered 3 things like that.
Well, it's one of those things.
And
Like,
I appreciate that because I'm stupid.
one of the name of the song, you got to say at least 20 times in the song.
Yeah. So now
Just
I know.
drill it.
Now I know
Have you
what
ever
it is.
counted how many times you say it in that song?
Oh, God.
27.
No, we have to call in if you
Drinking game.
Call it number
Every time he says
27.
White Dynamite in that song, you have to take a shot.
or you can fax.
On next Saturday, right?
Is the fax machine working? Can they
Fax machine, yeah. Why don't we just fuck them?
Okay. So, what,
Yeah,
what are
so
we
next
talking
week. Next week is my big 50th birthday.
Well, happy birthday, man.
I'm 50
wow.
years old.
How you feeling?
I feel great.
Good.
I feel
You
like
look
I'm
good.
45.
Yeah, you look 45.
Thanks.
We're gonna have such a good time.
46, actually. I was thinking like 46.
Feeling Minnesota, looking California. We got it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Worshipper's playing.
Thank
on.
you.
And Muck and the Myers is playing.
That's awesome. Love them.
Humanoids are playing.
That is awesome.
And then White Dynamite's playing.
Sweet.
But there's been an effort, a
Huge
whisper
show.
campaign to, everyone's been like, you're going to get so drunk. We're going to make you so drunk, you're not even going to be able to play.
Like,
That doesn't sound very.
I think that's like every show, though, right?
No,
I mean,
well-
that's really basically every show. Why is that different?
Well, no matter how drunk I am, I'm able to make it through a show.
Right. Well,
This is
maybe this will be the
Maybe
one.
this will be the one.
one.
We'll see.
Now,
That would be a birthday present right there, I think.
Yeah.
I don't have to finish my set. Thank you.
Someone else played this. Tim just lays on the stage the whole time.
You should just now play first.
now you and Daryl and Tim have a pretty amazing history going
We used
back.
to go out.
Storied. We have a storied past.
So what's going on? What's the history between you two?
We were in a band together.
We were in a band. We were in a couple bands together.
Yeah. Roadsaw.
Nice.
Roadsaw.
Roadsaw 2.
Yep. Mach 2.
Mach 2. So, yeah. We've been around.
I played the first Black Salad show.
That's right.
That's
You
going to
played
count for something.
I went to that.
That's- Yep, that's right. I forgot about
Was that
that.
the Bun Ratty show?
Yes.
That was amazing.
That was good.
So so we were in a couple bands, I've known Tim forever, man,
And now, Daryl's in a band with Craig, who was in Roadsaw, called Kind.
Yeah.
And
Which is just kind of weird.
we share a space with Doug in Gozu. Doug here.
Sometimes I forget what band I'm in, and I show up at Gozu's practice. Let's go.
It happens.
But that's how it is in the incestuous world of the Boston rock scene.
If you haven't
Don't I
been
know
in
it.
10 bands with somebody in this room, you're not working hard enough.
Like somehow I'm in 4 bands right now, and I have no idea how. I
know you were going to say you don't know which ones. I don't even know what. I'm in bands. I've never practiced once. I'm not even sure.
For a guy that retired like a year ago,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm never playing shows again.
I've been waiting all this time. I wanted to make a Downs jersey and raise it.
I stopped. I quit.
Have everybody salute while we raise Downs jersey to the Raptors at O'Brien's. I was like, this is gonna be the best thing ever. We'll give him a little plaque. Here you go, buddy.
All right, so 4 is it. But I'm just saying, that's when I say 4, I mean nothing.
That's some new math right there. Wow. Nice. When I say a lot, I mean none at all.
So we're thinking 15 bands each.
Right.
Yeah. So we've been in a bunch of bands, man. It was, so you've been in a couple of bands that were guitarless.
Yes.
You are right now, Black House.
Black House has 3 bass players.
And then also Honey Glazed.
Honey Glazed had no guitar players. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. So Tim obviously hates guitar players.
Yep. Well, bass never gets the respect it deserves.
That's true.
You know, when you're in the studio, it's like drums take hours.
Not when I do it.
You set up the guitar.
I'm one take Jake.
Oh, I want 4 different amps and all these mics and effects. Hours and hours. Get the bass sound. Boom. Okay, all set. That's it. No
Punch it into these 2 spots.
Do your job.
Go have lunch. That's good enough.
No, Tim is definitely of the old school Geezer Butler bass style.
Of course.
And John Entwistle, that bass style. That good.
Very nasty.
Seriously, dude, you're like fucking Geezer. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry.
Wow.
I'm like,
you're like Geezer Butler on the bass.
Dow's excited. Wait, Dow's not excited.
Now you got to get in a fight.
Thank you, Dow.
You got to get in a fight now.
I'm getting teary-eyed.
I appreciate Tim Katz's wide stance when he plays the bass.
Yeah.
I do it all, man. Whatever.
I
do it all.
I'm good, dude.
I like when Tim yells at me on Facebook.
I don't yell.
He's a moral Facebooker.
Dude, I'm not. Well, never mind.
You can talk about it. It's okay.
And did we talk about the show yet coming up? We talked about that.
We talked about it a little bit.
It's at Great Scots.
New album coming out, right? Or you're recording soon, right?
We're doing a bunch of new songs on Friday. It's Friday.
Oh, really?
Cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
At Great Scots. Come early. Just come early.
Yeah.
And you guys are working with Ripple, right?
Yeah, Ripple puts out our records, and they're great. Actually,
They are great.
They're like vinyl. They're all about the vinyl.
Yep.
And they do a lot of great stuff. And unlike some labels I've been on, they actually answer my phone calls and emails, and they do what they're gonna. They do what they say they're gonna do.
Right.
You know.
Awesome.
And,
They seem like really very proactive, into the music.
They go to shows.
They know what's going on.
These days, if you're going to work with somebody, that's all you want.
When we went out
someone that really knows what.
Yes. You'd be like, oh, we're into the same stuff. Yeah. This is going to get promoted on both ends, and everybody's going to be satisfied with the product.
When we went out to California to do some dates, they showed up and they actually came to the show, and they promoted the shows, and it's awesome. They had boxes of vinyl, and it was great, man.
Another one of my personal favorite memories of playing in a band was with Roadsaw touring.
Yes.
And we put out a single on Man's Ruin, Frank Kozik's label.
Yeah.
And we went to his studio and saw him in the process of making the sleeves.
Right, printing
them, and hung out with him for a while. And then later that night, played at Bottom of the Hill.
Right.
And he delivered all of our records personally by hand to the show.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Absolutely blown away by that. Blown away by it. And
it's those little things that,
seriously,
puts it on the top,
Yep.
My favorite memory of touring with Daryl was we did a... Craig had a video camera.
Here we go.
This is good. Craig had a video camera.
I'm salivating right now.
And we drank a lot in the van.
There's no way.
And we have a tape that's only opening beer cans. Like every beer can we open, and it's like hours long of
That's true, yeah.
on all these different situations.
So you would just press record and then open the beer and then stop it?
And somebody would do a little thing.
If you were going to drink, you could not open the beer, but unless it was recorded.
It was recorded?
Right.
Yeah.
Is this videotape still available for viewing?
Craig has it, yeah.
Oh my God!
But it does exist.
Daryl would do something like he'd already have drank a beer and it'd be empty, and he'd pretend somebody would open a beer off camera, and then you'd just be like, and just throw it into the windshield like you drank it in a second. So it was crazy.
Can we, should we do a ticket giveaway or for the show?
Yeah, sure.
Want to do something like that? What do you think, Mike?
I'm down for a ticket giveaway.
Should you say the first person that calls in?
No one's gonna.
No, we gotta do it different this time.
No, we can do it. I'll go into a commercial break this time, but we need to put them on the guest list. Is that all right with you?
Yes.
All right, so let's do this. Everybody give us a phone call over here, 617-500-7100. First caller, and Catz says this show sucks, pretty much. We'll get tickets to the 50th birthday party next Saturday.
And call up, tell us we suck. Thank you.
And when we get back, we'll have Tim stick around for some snacks and some other stuff.
Snacks. We'll get out of here. Things are always looking good.
There you go.
Saturday,
Sounds awesome.
big show tonight at Middle East. So
Cool.
Yeah. Call in right now, everybody. We'll be right back.
Siri, how can I listen to WEMF on my mobile device?
I found the best way to enjoy WEMF radio on your mobile device. Download the TuneIn app from your app store, then search WEMF on TuneIn. That only would have taken you 10 seconds to Google. Enjoy, stupid.
WEMF. Presented by the Sound Museum.
And welcome back.
Show sucks.
We're back.
Sucks.
We are back. We're baby back.
Yeah.
We got a winner.
We got a winner. We got a caller.
Somebody called in who likes to hold 2 beverages at once and got some tickets.
That guy.
Pretty awesome.
I love him.
Dick Bouchard.
Mr. Party Rick. Party Rick.
Someone's calling right now, but I mean, I'm not.
Yeah,
too
that's
late.
it.
Too
You-
late.
you blew it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
suck.
that's so late.
We call that the Doug Sherman caller.
I'm always late.
So it's time for some snacks, people.
Yeah, let's get into some snacks.
And Tim is going to be involved with this too. So
I want everybody to know at home right in advance that this could be the day that I
You need a bucket.
This really could be bad.
It could be.
I'm not gonna lie. I had some drinks last night.
Bad
Not
first.
already not feeling good.
You want to save the worst for last? So you
No,
wanna
let's do bad
one
first.
So would you serve?
Yeah.
What is it?
What is it?
Oh my God, mackerel.
I'll eat it.
What do you mean mackerel?
It appears to be
Just dried
freeze-dried mackerel.
Yeah.
For everybody at
How
home.
bad can it be?
It smells awful.
I'm actually posting a picture.
They
of it
look
right
like
now.
giant moths. Yeah, should we take pictures of it?
They look like giant moths, he
Fish,
says.
dude, man.
It looks like a fish jar.
Oh!
This could be the day we lose Douglas.
Oh, dude, come on.
Doug's gagging.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's not that bad.
Dude, inhale the bag. Inhale the bag.
Put it away from you then.
Dude, I'm so grossed out right
Yeah,
now.
man.
Well, you guys.
You don't have to. You don't have to eat it. If anyone can
Just
see,
looking at it,
It's like
makes
fish
me wanna throw
jerky.
up.
if you can all see.
Yeah, I'll tell you something right now. The jerky-esque things that we've eaten, I've actually semi-enjoyed.
Smells like
Jerky-esque.
Swansea.
I'm going to trademark that phrase, by the way, because
I'm
I've used it like
dying at
2
the
shows in a row.
redness of Doug and Jarvis's face.
I've never been.
I'm horrified to bite into this.
I've never been to Swansea, but I know this is what
This
Swansea sounds like.
actually, you know what?
I know this is what
I'm
it
trying
smells
to
like.
think of it as like mushrooms.
This is what New
Think of it
Bedford
as that.
smells
That's
like.
what it
actually.
takes. Just
Oh man.
don't smell it anymore.
Dude,
Just-
it's so bad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bite it.
No.
Not yet. Not yet.
We got rules.
Mike, you gotta get some.
I would love one.
All right, give Mike one, and then we're going to count to 3, and we're all going to eat it together on the microphone, obnoxiously.
Jesus Christ.
There's rules to it. All right, you ready?
I don't understand why you
Hold
don't
your
like
nose.
that.
Are you ready?
Honestly, what is wrong with it?
Smells great.
What are we doing?
Are you on one?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You can't bite it.
You can't bite it.
It's not bad.
It's really bad.
It's not bad.
It tastes like a fish.
Oh my God, it's really bad. I'm not swallowing
It tastes
this.
like a jerkied fish.
Oh yeah. Do we have to swallow this? Really?
You can do whatever you need to do.
I wouldn't swallow it. I don't care.
I need something to wash it down with, though. What do you got?
No, I can't.
That's an empty beer, Doug.
It's so gross. It's like fish with caramel on it.
It's really awkward.
That's not caramel.
I'm not even sure we're supposed to actually eat these.
That's the worst thing.
It's like a mackerel lollipop.
I think we're eating them wrong.
It's a mackerel lollipop.
Is there any English directions on there at all?
No, it's all in a foreign language.
Yeah, no, it just says what it
There's
is.
plenty of stuff on it.
It's to me, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's you have to really like fish.
I mean, well, I wouldn't. Why would you eat that though?
Take those home, Daryl. Those are yours.
It's
All right,
like
fine.
fish jerky.
Well, because you have the show, that's why. All right, what's up? What's next? Let's do something fucking like.
Anything's going to be better than
twice
that.
down.
All right, let's just
It's
put-
only uphill from here.
We're obliterating our taste buds.
Taste buds?
right now. And Takis.
Yeah, hot Cheetos and Takis.
Hot Cheetos super hot, just like bright
Cheetos and
red,
Takis.
bright red. You know.
See, now this looks wrong.
This is the
Yeah.
jam right here.
Purple package, yellow.
This is
bright
going to
yellow,
taste
red.
like this is going to taste like filet mignon after eating that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
You get one? Did Mike get one? You got one of these?
We got one of those.
All right.
All right.
Look, you can light your way in the dark with one.
Jesus.
All right.
This is fire engine red.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
This color doesn't exist.
It actually does not.
The bag is very like
It's all natural, Tim.
It's like Heat Miser's tampon.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Doug's constant joke is whale tampon, heat miser tampon.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
One,
My joke's
2, 3.
Oh, that's good.
No.
That's the ish.
That's spicy
That
Frito.
is the ish.
Spicy Frito.
That's really
Pretty
spicy.
hot though.
You're gonna wait for the afterburn.
Hot.
Yeah.
It's good though.
I like that.
That got the fish taste.
I think
Yeah,
again,
definitely
like,
clean the palate.
I think again, you could have been like, "Here's some cement chunks in a little bag." I'd be like, "This is really tasty."
I'm gonna have another.
Speaking of-
freeze dried
I like the,
sunfish
I like
or
the
whatever that
packaging
is.
on that one.
I have a snack so we can wash this.
Oh
down.
no!
No.
It actually looks like bull semen.
It really. Oh boy!
It has the consistency of like very semen-esque.
The word I would use is viscous.
Viscous, very, very good.
Nice.
Wow.
You've been waiting to bust that one out.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, it's a coffee drink.
Actually smells, no, it's not coffee. It smells like
Coconut.
Oh,
How's that?
Don't puke.
Get a good one.
that's not good.
It's not good.
What's it called? Yogi? Is that like yogu?
Yogu.
Yeah.
Yogu.
Is it just plain
How's
yogurt?
yo goo?
It's just not, I mean, it's all right. It's just not good.
That is very milky.
Yeah.
Is it sour? Let's get some descriptions on the flavors here.
It's like
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it just tastes like ish.
Nice.
It's like chalky, like minty. It's like bad quick.
Give us an adjective right now.
It's like bad quick. Like quick chocolate.
yeah.
Bad, quick.
Miserable is the word I would use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, gross,
The
dude.
miserable drink.
Somebody save us from these snack horrors.
Oh man, Yogu. All right.
What are your favorite
advise-
snacks, people? Message us.
I advise that no one ever
He took a big swig. He took
hot
that like a champ.
Takis and then drinks yogu.
He took that like a champ, dude.
Yep. An old Daryl took the yogu to the face like a champ.
Man, you just got bukkake.
It's all right.
Why wouldn't you?
I know, right?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Breakfast the champ.
You got like a yogi.
I think it would have been a whole lot worse if you did the fish and then did the yogurt. Right?
I mean, I don't even. And it's
Is there no flavor? I'm not getting.
no. It's like
That's very
sweet.
odd.
It's like sweet.
Is it almond milk?
It sort of tastes like semen. Oh wait.
Yeah, I don't know what.
All right, should we do one more?
I mean, I'm assuming it's not semen, but but it might be. I don't know. You know.
I think it's semen.
Want to get the chocolate pie going?
Get a good one, Mike.
Baki, the baki stuff.
Oh, baki.
Yeah,
Right, what's this?
Milk, non-fat yogurt.
Yep.
let's
It's
see.
It's the most watery yogurt you've ever had.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Let's do one more.
One more. These
one
here,
more.
I don't know what
Because
that
then we
is.
still got 15 minutes. We got a boatload of stuff to talk about.
So this is called
Can you take this jizz looking stuff?
bake.
Yeah.
Bake or bake? I'm going
really like
bake.
that.
Like
You're international. It's not bake, it's bake.
bubake.
Please spell it for the folks.
Tear into it. It's spelled B-A-K-E.
Oh, it's like green. Green tea.
B-A-K-E.
Gig.
Exactly. Oh, that
Some
was
sort of green tea-ish kind of thing going on.
This looks horrible.
all right. Hand it over.
Here we
Smells terrible.
Right.
What is the?
It's like a gigantic rabbit pellet.
Yeah, it looks like a wood chip.
Man, it smells awful.
This is like rabbit food.
Yeah, it's like fish food.
Oh god! Just your reactions.
It smells like fish food.
All right, ready?
It's wasabi. It has to be.
You got it, Mike? Yeah, this is going to be potentially very hot.
This is wasabi.
Is it wasabi?
Is it straight up wasabi?
No, I think it's green tea.
Smells like wasabi. And
All right, 1, 2,
Oh my god, dude.
It tastes like a tiny pot cookie.
green tea.
Doesn't it taste
Well,
like
there's wasabi in there, definitely.
It tastes like an old school like pop cookie.
I have no idea.
No, it's awful.
It tastes like underwear.
It's bad.
I've actually never tasted anything like that before.
I love the artwork on these.
All right.
It's more the consistency of it than the
Yeah,
flavor.
yeah.
It's like
I
chalk.
don't
It's
even know
like
if I like it or
chalk.
dislike it.
Yeah, it's like green chalk.
I'm going to have to think
chewing
about
on
this.
chalk.
I have to think about it.
You have to think
Sorry.
about it?
Yep. I don't know if I like it or not.
Nah, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a no.
I'm going to nope it.
Okay.
Definitely green tea in there, and there's definitely.
I'm gonna drop so many f-bombs right now. It's not even funny.
Let's get a chocolate pie going and just like.
All right, so let's go to dessert. Let's just go to dessert.
Yeah. Enough.
This is
enough.
a
Enough with the-
deluxe snack segment.
We've earned this. We've earned.
Yeah, we've earned the chocolate pie.
So
We're done.
This is our reward.
So yeah, that was snacks.
that was disgusting.
Yes, this is
All right, let's make sure that fish stuff is sealed up, man.
All right.
We've had complaints from past shows.
really? Well.
Too many fish smells. What's going on? This show sucks.
Yeah.
Smells like lemon stuff.
Choco pie, baby.
All right.
So
I'm going to use that joke once, every week. Every week we use that. Smells like lemon stuff.
Smells like Bonstable.
Smells like Lemon Stick Kid.
Smells like West Wakefield.
Right.
So yeah, once again, next Saturday, Great Scott.
Next Friday.
Next Friday, Great
Friday
Scott.
the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, even better.
While we're
Great
here,
Scott, little white dynamite.
while we're here, I want to segue really quick into this week. What happened this week? While I'm chewing. I apologize.
Hook me up with one of those guys.
Yeah, man.
This has been hands down the most stressful week I've ever had riding the T.
Week sucked.
Horrible.
Week sucked beyond. I mean, it was crazy. People just like, oh, it's just a T. Oh, suck it up. It was
like
awesome.
a Mel Gibson movie.
It was on some Tiffany Amber Thiessen level. It was crazy. It was insane. The other day, I was at Wellington. I'm not even lying. I got there at 7. I'm supposed to be working at 8. It usually takes me like 20 minutes to get from Wellington to Arlington.
Yeah.
I get down there. There's at least 1,000 people on the platform. Like, it's packed. The platform's huge. Over the intercom, the MBTA conductor, whoever's in charge, is like, starts talking like regular. Not even like MBTA talk. They usually it's like it's like he literally is like, "Hey guys, just want to let you know that
That's like
that."
That's like end
It was
of times.
I knew right then like this issue's going down bad.
Hashtag real talk.
He's like, "Listen, if I were you guys, I would just go upstairs and just start grabbing a bus because, just to be honest, there were no trains running."
Right.
At that point, everyone just kind of looked like
The T had that guy killed. by the way.
crazy. Everyone ran upstairs, including myself, to try to catch this like bus that was supposed to be there, like a shuttle bus that's going to North Station. So we get up there, 2 buses show up, it gets packed within like 3 seconds, right? And then the guy's like, there's no more buses. There's thousands of people, and this one dude with the Dropkick Murphy shirt comes up, he's like, there better be some effing buses, guy! There better be some going crazy, going nuts, and I was just like, it was awful.
People have lost it in the city.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah.
So he goes, all right, you guys got to go back downstairs. So we go downstairs again. It's still packed because more people are still coming in. Over the intercom again, I'm not even kidding. Sorry guys.
Just like that.
Buses, I'm not even kidding. So you got to go upstairs and the shuttles are coming. So we go back upstairs. There's ladies up there, MBTA. Why are you guys coming back up here?
No.
Why you come? There's no buses. Don't listen to him.
Oh my God!
That's amazing.
Like
Not even-
ice
It just goes to show you how quickly, like, when
This is
S hits the fan.
the governor, the mayor, they all said really bad things about the MBTA this week. And
But
how
I'm
they
saying,
went
like,
up there.
at the end of times, or like whatever, we got a real problem. All the lights go out and everything. You got to
Insane.
see like how quick people are just gonna lose it.
That's why I own a car.
Now it's 8:15. I swear this is happening. I have to get a train going the opposite way to Oak Grove.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
And go.
And that train's totally packed. Already going.
And that's just the orange line.
Going
This
the
is just
other way.
This is the orange line.
The red line had hell this week. Everybody, like, red line was closed partly this week. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
get your
amazing,
ish
man.
together, MBTA.
Because I don't care. I mean, this is New England. This is what the weather's like every year. Sometimes it's worse. Sometimes it's better. Whatever. But it's like you got to plan for like this weather.
Whoa.
You know?
Relax, man. It's been a very stressful week.
Dude, I'm gonna start throwing everything.
You've been yelling all
Throw
week on
everything.
Facebook.
I know. All caps all week.
Shaking both fists.
Hey, look, it's snowing outside again.
It's snowing now, yeah.
Get ready for snow
my
for
God.
3.5 days.
Yeah,
Enjoy
3.5 days of more snow coming.
What's it matter anymore?
But regardless, everyone should go to the Middle East downstairs this evening for the Goddamn Dracula's CD release party.
But I guess like
I'll be there.
my point was
I'll be the 2.
No, what was the? Oh yeah, just the tea.
you just can't. You just don't realize how like your mornings actually affect your whole day. Like if it's just like a crap morning, like your day's ruined. But
forget it. This week,
every single day this week was hellish.
Yeah, and imagining the whole city having a horrible day because of the tea.
Everyone was going crazy, man.
How long does your average commute on a good day?
30 minutes.
30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes?
The other day it took me 3 hours.
3 hours. So you're one of a million people right now that are getting through that. So everyone's job suffering from it.
Oh, yeah.
Retail businesses can't even open on time.
Yeah.
Like, this is like... It's awesome.
Well, the response from the mayor and the governor was just so weak.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even know what it was.
They were like,
they blamed the MBTA.
Yeah, the people in the T are like, the T's not running, so please, get into Boston some other way, drive, snowmobile. And it's like, but you're designed to reduce that. Yeah. That's why we have the MBTA, so you don't drive, because the city can't handle it. Yeah. And they're saying, and now the MBTA is like, well, none of our equipment works.
Yeah.
And it's like, how can
and there's no money in the budget to fix anything.
Money. Oh, we're going to raise the fares again, and there's still no money. I guess if we get anything fixed.
The city of Boston allots $18 million for snow removal, and
it's gone.
And they've already spent it, and most of it was for the
print more money.
I guess with the red line,
that's our problem right now, Daryl.
Dig up Menino and tell him he's gonna print more money with him on it.
Dude, Menino, wake up, dude. Menino.
No, one-term mayor.
I guess the red line has like 80 trains or something crazy. They're running 4.
Yeah. They need repairs. They can't handle it.
And there's also like a third rail issue where the third rail is freezing,
right?
So that they can't move.
Oh my God!
Anyway. This is the kind of stuff. I mean, obviously, winter you expect like delays. Okay, things are gonna be slow, but it's like I want to be able to get from point A to point B.
No,
that's like literally not happening sometimes. Like I can't get from here to there.
Right.
And that's like, you gotta be kidding me, man. That's like, you have to at least not even forget about how long it takes.
Yeah. That's why Boston is not a world-class city.
Exactly. Well, that's one of the reasons, dude.
So you guys obviously
it ties everything together, man. That's like the twist tie.
See you in 2024.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Calm down now.
Woo! Whoa.
Okay, really quick. So, speaking of snowstorms and hunkering down, did you know that? Hopefully, we can conjure this up on YouTube. Chris Holmes has a new song out.
Oh yeah, baby.
This is, and the thing is, it's not the song that Chris Holmes. I don't know if you guys
explain who Chris Holmes.
Yeah,
so
some people might not know.
So Chris Holmes was a guitar player in Wasp. Actually, Darryl has a good story about this.
Can we just talk over it?
Was a
no.
We got to hear at least a bit of it. So he was a guitar player in Wasp. Not a very good guitar player at all. But he made his market history on
Decline of the Western
Civilization, where he was in this pool with his mom, and he was just totally drunk. Whether it was fake or not, I don't know. But pouring vodka all over himself.
By the bottle full, just,
This really affected me. Like, when I was younger, I saw this, I was just like, oh my God, this guy's like on some other-ish right now.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
Yeah. He gets kicked out of Wasp, and it hasn't been in since, probably that time. Starts, getting this solo record together for like 10 years. He's selling his car, like literally like online, selling this like Camaro that's all beat up.
Yeah.
He's got this like green screen song out. It's just horrible. Now he just released a new one called, I don't even know what the name of it.
It's called, I can't say the word, Poopin' Bricks, but it would be the dirty word. Yes.
Ishin Bricks?
Yes. That's the name of the album.
Wow. Unbelievable. So, I don't know, Mike, can you just conjure up a piece of that song?
Yep.
Let's listen to that really quick.
It's called Let It Roar.
Let It Roar. I think he rhymes Neil with Neil. We gotta post that video too.
Oh yeah, the video will be on our page.
Watching the videos. So he's in Florida walking.
That's Florida,
I think he's in like Italy.
Oh, he might be in Italy.
Yeah. Which is a ridiculous.
He's walking around a boatyard.
Old heavy set gentleman in a jean, a jean vest, like walking around. Basically like Italian paradise, giving the finger over and over. I think he's actually missing teeth. I think he's like, all right, I'm gonna make this video. Like,
he's on the couch. He's actually on the couch eating his Slim Jim. He's eating snacks.
He's like taking a nap.
All right, I think you cut that.
Yeah.
So you get the point that this is just straight up. It's just so hobo.
It doesn't sound that bad.
I'm gonna keep it a little low.
The song itself doesn't sound terrible.
So anyways, Darryl was saying before we got on that he actually had a phone call.
I had a phone call from Chris Holmes. Back when I was around 18 or 19, I was in a metal band around here called Deathlock, which was like a speed metal band, and we had a song on a Foundations Form, a CMJ Foundations Form sampler, which is they gave out at the music conference, right?
The Concrete Forum.
Concrete. And so we just had a song, just a demo thing. and on that. And then a little bit after that, I get a call at home. I was living at home at the time because I was like 18. You know, I hadn't moved out yet.
So your phone rings.
Yeah, my dad answers the phone, and then he tells me that I have a call.
Daryl, Chris Holmes is on the phone.
And it's Chris. Yeah, it's Chris Holmes. Chris Holmes from Wasp calling me at home because he heard my band on the tape, and we had the phone number included with it. So he just called, and didn't really talk about much, but said that he had heard it and that he, you know. Yeah. I don't even know if he liked it or not. He just called me because he heard the song.
He wanted to tell you that he heard it.
and the conversation that lasted like 2 minutes, and that was about it. It was Chris Holmes from Wasp.
Man.
Just calling me out of the blue, out of just nowhere, and say he heard my band.
Maybe he was drunk.
Maybe that's what I attributed it to, dude.
No.
I mean, I really did. I'm like, he's probably drunk.
It's possible.
All right, it's time to go, folks.
Real quick, should we plug the show tonight one more time, and then plug the show next week?
Sure. The tonight, real quick, Middle East Downstairs. It's Party Boys, Planetoid, Township, the goddamn Dracula CD release.
Take Uber.
And Aquanuts. And next Friday, the 13th, Great Scots, we got
Worshipper, Buck and the Myers, The Humanoids, White Dynamite.
And right now we got some Humanoids right here. WEMF Radio. Thank you for listening to Show Sucks.
Show sucks.
Show sucks.
Please keep listening to WEMF. We got some nasty funk coming in with Devil's Den with Brother Wayne. Take it easy.